everyone, I'm Stephanie Ard, the Social Sciences Librarian at the Marks Library. Today I'm going to show you how to use SocINDEX to find articles related to the field of sociology. To find SocINDEX, start on the Marks Library homepage. Click on the link that says Databases and eReference. Then you can click S for SocINDEX, or you can choose Sociology from the tags on the right-hand side. Click on the link for SocINDEX. One nice thing about SocINDEX is that it uses the EBSCO interface. So if you've ever used OneSearch or Academic Search Complete, it's going to look exactly the same. This also means that if you learn to use SocINDEX, you can use any database in EBSCO. The difference is that SocINDEX focuses on articles specifically concerning the sociological sciences. In other words, you're not going to get results from unrelated disciplines, so it helps you narrow your search down right away. Notice the three boxes. You should use one box for each search term representing your main ideas. For more information on developing your topic sentence and identifying search terms, visit the Research Starter page linked below this video. I'm going to work with a topic that I've already developed. How does Facebook affect teenage relationships? Notice that I've identified the most important words and thought of as many synonyms and related terms so that if one of my searches doesn't work, I can try another search term. I'm going to use one box for each row of my chart. I'll put teenagers in one box, dating in the next, and Facebook in the last. And I'll click search. Okay, so this search didn't get me what I was looking for. But that's normal. When you're searching, have patience with yourself. Even expert searchers have to try several times, and that's why it's important to have a word bank to draw from. So I'm going to return to my search, and I'm going to replace Facebook, which is pretty specific, with a more general search term, social media. And click search. Make sure when you're doing this that you only change out related ideas. This search is a little bit better. I've got 14 results this time. But let's say I still don't see anything useful. I can keep changing out words. For instance, I could trade dating to relationships and click search. And you can keep doing that, returning to your word bank and trading out related terms. Another option is to use the Boolean operators and, or, and not. You're already using and. You see it right here in the left-hand box? This search was bringing up only the results that includes teenagers and relationships and social media. If an article doesn't use all three, it's not going to show up. The next Boolean operator is or. Or allows you to do two searches at once. You can use or to connect related ideas. So I can use it to search for teenagers or adolescents. This increases the number of results because it's searching for teenagers and relationships and social media, but it's also searching for adolescents and relationships and social media at the same time. Finally, there's not. You can use not to get rid of search terms that you don't want to see. Let's say I don't want any articles about violence. I can add a new box, choose not from the drop-down, and put in the word violence. And this will get rid of any articles that use that search term. Be careful though. If you use not, it will get rid of any article, even if it just happens to use the term in passing. Once you feel like you have a good list of results, you can narrow down even further. First, use the limiter on the left-hand side to make sure your articles are all scholarly, peer-reviewed articles. That means they've been reviewed by a panel of experts to make sure the information is credible. If I tick this box, it will get rid of anything that is not peer-reviewed. Second, you can limit by publication date. Since I'm writing about social media, I'm going to limit to the last 10 years. And this will get rid of anything that was published before then. Once I find a useful article, I can click on the title to see the abstract. Read this abstract to see if the article is something you need. If it is something you need, you can download the full text or you can email it to yourself. One thing to remember is to never email yourself the URL at the top of the screen. If you email yourself this, you're going to lose your work. This is a dynamic URL, and if you click on it tomorrow, it's not going to work anymore. If you cannot access the full text of an article, you can request it through Interlibrary Loan. Usually Interlibrary Loan can get you an article within a day or two. You can visit the library webpage for more information about Interlibrary Loan. So now you're all set to use SocINDEX to do research. Remember that research takes time and can be challenging. If you're having trouble, send me an email, give me a call, or come by my office at the library. I'll be happy to help you with your project.